Hello, I'm Sally. Welcome to my channel Chez Sally Keto Factory. Today's recipe is a miracle in keto world. I'll show you how to make keto fried chicken exactly like regular non-keto one. First, let's marinate our chicken. These are the ingredients for 1 kilogram of chicken strips or any form you prefer, but most importantly, the chicken should be thin so that it cooks easily and quickly. After adding these spices to the chicken, mix very well and cover the bowl with a plastic wrap and leave it for at least 2 hours in the fridge to marinate, or preferably overnight. And let's prepare our breadcrumbs. Here I'm using the fathead dough. I will put the link to its video down below in the description box. And I preheated the oven at 356 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 10 minutes before starting to make the dough. Then on a baking tray lined with parchment paper, I'm trying to spread the dough as thin as possible. You can wet your hands with some olive oil so that the dough doesn't stick to them. And try to make it thin as much as you can and even in all corners and at the center. And let's bake it at 356 degrees until it's crispy and brownish from the top and bottom. Usually it takes about 25 to 30 minutes to reach this consistency and color. Now let it cool outside the oven and don't cover it with a towel or anything so that it doesn't become soggy. Once it's cool, start breaking it into tiny pieces to transform it into breadcrumbs. Here I needed to toast my bread disc more so that it becomes more crunchy and crispier. And then in a food processor, grind the pieces of tiny crunchy bread to make the best breadcrumbs ever. If you don't have a food processor, you can put the bread in a plastic bag and tap it with a kitchen mallet or a rolling pin several times until it reaches the consistency you prefer for breadcrumbs. You can keep the breadcrumbs in a tightly sealed plastic bag in the freezer until you need to use it. Here's the consistency of the breadcrumbs. I prefer a little bit coarse so that the chicken is crispy. And let's start breading our chicken. At first, I covered the chicken with breadcrumbs directly without putting any eggs and fried it. And the crust wasn't crunchy enough like regular fried chicken, so I decided to put eggs before the breadcrumbs. It made a huge difference. So yes, egg coating is an important step before breading. After this step, you can fry them directly or keep them in the freezer until any time you wish to eat fried chicken. Honestly, I froze them for 3 days and that's how they look when I got them out. And let's fry our babies. Put a generous amount of avocado oil in frying pan and wait on high heat until the oil is so hot. Then place your chicken. The oil should be very hot at first, and then after putting all the chicken in the pan, lower the temperature and leave it for about 10 minutes to cook. Don't try to flip it before the 10 minutes so that the crust doesn't tear. Now they're ready for flipping. I grabbed 2 forks and started flipping it one by one. And also leave them for 10 minutes on low temperature so that the chicken cooks and the crust doesn't get any darker. And here's the final outcome. Golden fingers, crunchy, crispy, yummy, so delicious. You may think it's a hassle and so many steps and so hard. No, I'm telling you, it's very easy, quickly, and so satisfying to make your own fried chicken without feeling any guilt or kicked out of ketosis. Now it's your turn. Try this recipe, and if you like it, Don't forget to tell me your opinion in the comments, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to direct message me on Instagram. And wait for more delicious and unique keto recipes on Chez Sally.